What's going on, boys? It's Flaws. In this video, we're going to be talking about the ultimate default guide to the T side on ANUBIS. So starting with mid control, I'll push into this corner right here. Then I'll aim at the top of this overhang right where it meets the corner of the building and jump through my smoke like that. Then I'll have a molly prepped as I'm turning this corner for right side of mid. And I'll just molly the right side by aiming at this blue line right where it meets the corner of the building. Just running up right as you cross this brick on the left side right here. And you're just going to let go of your molly. So just like this. Cross the brick, throw your molly, throw a flash over the top right here. Like that. That's a really easy way to take mid control. If anyone on the CT is trying to play in this doorway, they either have to kind of commit to taking a fight by playing in front of that molly or playing behind it. But that flash does a really good job for anyone that's trying to play in front of that molly to be full blind as you're swinging this corner. So the flash pops, you guys are swinging. Get some free kills on CTs that are playing in these corners. That's kind of how I like to take mid control. Once they get here and I feel like we have this kind of secured for my team, I can aim at the top of this chip right here and throw a smoke over the top right here, follow with a flash. That's just a really good way for my team to maybe peek into anyone that's playing behind this, like this post on the doors right here, and they're playing a little bit farther back. That smoke also lands so that if anyone does play in this headshot angle, they can't see anything until they jump up. And if they do jump up, it should be a free kill, as long as we have some idea that there can be CTs playing behind it. It's really obvious to see if they do jump up into that position. But that's kind of how I like to take mid control. You can also smoke mid by coming right here at the start of the round. This one's not as accurate, but as long as you're just running up, just aim at the top right here. Right as you get to these stairs, jump throw your smoke. So right here like this. Jump throw over the top. The reason I say it's not as accurate is there is like a little gap on the right side. I'll show you right here. That CTs can kind of like walk into. So just keeping that in mind as you're hitting it fast, but it is a faster smoke to throw. You don't actually have to line it up in that position. You can also throw a smoke from here. Pretty similar, but just aim between these two windows, aim to the left just slightly, and then just jump throw, just like that. Fly over the top. Does essentially the exact same thing. This one's a little bit better though, because you can see any CTs that cross out. But that's kind of how I like to do like splits from mid to A. Going over to the A site though, if you want to stop any A aggression at the start of the round, you can throw a flash like this. I don't see enough people doing this when they are defaulting towards A. It just makes the CTs kind of question if they should even play in this position, because that flash could be paired by someone running right behind it. But a lot of the time, CTs just kind of take this position and feel very safe because they can hold the water, get a free kill, and get out before you guys even hit the site. Another flash you can do is right here. Not on this side, but on this side of the corner. Just aim at the bottom of the door frame and jump throw a flash over the top, like that. That's going to make it so any CTs that are running in here are going to be full blind, so they can't really just hold this position on these people coming out towards water. You can also smoke E-box. That's something I should have shown a little bit earlier, but right here, from the same position, just aim at the corner of this building like this. Jump throw your smoke over the top. It's pretty forgiving as well, so don't worry about it too much. But as your team's kind of coming down towards water, that smoke pops, they can safely take water. I'll show you what it looks like for the CT's perspective. So right here, they could go through it, yeah, but it's like, they don't really get a lot. They can't see anything until it's too late and they're already out. So that's kind of why I like that smoke to take E-box as well. But over towards the A site, let's go towards the A and just kind of show like a default execute. Right here, back up into this rug position. Go 1, 2, 3. On the third one, go to the right side of it and jump throw. That's just a really good smoke for heaven. And you can smoke that rotates by coming to this door frame right here as you walk up. Aim at the top of this arch and just kind of throw your smoke over the top right here. Aim to the left. Throw your molly off the wall like that. You can aim to the right a little bit more and walk through your molly or camera. Aim at the top of this window, walk through your molly, that's for back of sight. But as you can see, this molly is probably my favorite, the one that lands and bounces off the window. Just because most times CTs, once the sight it's actually coming in, they're going to back up right here and kind of play in this position because they feel like they can rotate around to get some kills and kind of reposition very easily. So that's kind of why I like to throw those different pieces of utility. But if I only have two, like my team's not really dropping me anything, the one that I throw is right here, heaven, and I'll throw this molly off the wall like this. Right up with a flash, just aim up this design on the window, throw a flash or two through there. But that's kind of how I like to just take the site. Try it out in your games. If you guys don't know any nades, like just cycle through these, you know, ask your teammates for nades, it's always helpful. But I'll show you what it looks like with the full like list of utility here. Okay, smoke, molly, molly, last molly on site, and a flash. I know it takes a while to throw all those, but it's super effective to get your teammate onto the site. And there's really nowhere the CTs can play besides right here, where they should be completely full blind. Or if they're playing on this pillar, just have one of your teammates as they're coming out, throw a molly off right there. Just kind of aim at that post and throw it off to the side. That's how I like to take A. It feels like impossible for the CTs to hold that unless they're making a huge play through their own utility. Over towards B, what I like to do. 2 different ways I like to hit the B site. The first one is with closer towards the site nades. So right here, aim at the bottom of this piece. And you're gonna aim at the left side of it. Make sure you're in the left side here. So right here, jump through your smoke like that. Then go 1 over to the middle and jump through your smoke like this. You follow up with a flash on that second one. But I like to take this one where we're doing like a split on the site. My team maybe has like pistols, but we want to get deep in the site very quickly. I'll throw this. The E-box players will fly up, take a fight on this person, back site. They can wrap all the way around this smoke and make it really awkward for any CTs that are playing in the back of the site. We can get that bomb planted and get out. You can also jump up here and play like a cool little angle over the smoke. The second one I like to throw is right here. Push into this corner. You'll find this leaf on the wall. So like this. Just aim right here, and then just throw your smoke over the top. Second one, just aim your smoke right here. Throw it over the top as well. That one's for taking like deeper into the site, so maybe you're like pushing through. You want your team to actually take deep site control. And you'll actually be surprised how many times you'll find a CT trying to walk through this one. You can get a free kill on them. Also, like just playing in this position is super strong because you basically can clear out any CTs that are trying to rotate back into the site. And they have to full clear you while being exposed to tons of different angles as well. That's kind of why I like to play like pushed up here. But 2 different ways to take the site control. I think that's pretty much it for how I like to play Anubis and default it out. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.